Good morning. It's Wednesday, the 5th of September. I'm Milica Nikolic, and this is your Daily Outlook. The euro weakened against most of its major counterparts ahead of the ECB press conference tomorrow, which will set the tone for all European policymaking to come in the next few months. A member of ECB's executive board commented that foreign exchange markets are pricing in a eurozone split and the breakup of the euro. Later today, focus will turn to the Canadian dollar when the Bank of Canada announces its latest interest rate decision. Oil dropped against the US dollar yesterday from a high of 97.35 to below 95. A short-term support level appears around the 95 area, where the pair is expected to either rebound upwards or break below, posting fresh lower lows. Australia's second quarter GDP came out at 0.6 versus 0.7% expected, broadly in line with general consensus. Nevertheless, the Aussie dollar has been the biggest loser this month, continuing its downward path without major interruptions to the trend. The sterling advanced to 159.09 against the US dollar, where it found resistance and retraced down to 158.47. UK PMI manufacturing and services came out well above expectations yesterday, while construction PMI came out below the all-important level of 50. And moving on to currencies right now. The Euro-USD has a pivot at 125.80 with a preference to sell below this level. Dollar-Yen's pivot is 78.20 with a preference to go long above 78.20. The Aussie has a pivot at 102.45 with a preference to sell below 102.45. The sterling's pivot is 158.45 with a preference to buy above this level. Dollar CAD's pivot is 98.80 with a preference to go short below 98.80. And moving on to commodities and indices right now. The oil has a pivot at 96.50 with a preference to sell at 96.50. Gold's pivot is 16.85 with a preference to buy above this level. Silver's pivot is 31.85 with a preference to go long above this level. The US 500's pivot is 14.10 with a preference to go short at 14.10. UK 100's pivot is 56.23 with a preference to go long at 56.23. For more up-to-date information, please visit us at www.easy-forex.com. On the calendar, the market movers are Swiss Consumer Price Index month-on-month for August, forecast to rise by 0.1%. EU retail sales year-on-year in July, forecast to drop by 1.5%. And the Bank of Canada's overnight rate forecast to remain unchanged at 1%. Gold recorded a 5-month high against the US dollar yesterday, reaching $16.99.